Just 1 week to go before the midterm elections, with the candidates coming into the final stretch, spending a record amount of money on campaign ads. John Harwood joins us now from Washington with more on how much money is being spent and where all that cash is going. I mean, that is the question of the day, John. I mean, this isn't even a presidential race, and, you know, there's not too many doubts about control of the House. So why is so much money pouring into these elections, and why, and how much?
Because, Susie, it is such a close race for control of the Senate. In the House, 435 seats, but only about 20 are tightly contested. You've got a dozen races in the Senate that will determine whether Democrats or Republicans control for the last 2 years. That's why the total amount that's being raised and spent is about $4 billion this year. That's up from 2.8 years ago when Democrats were trying to win back the House and Senate when George W. Bush was president.
John, what's business doing? Which candidates, which parties are businesses or industries pouring money into?
Well, business tends, as a general matter, to be pro-Republican, and the biggest single sector in terms of campaign spending and donations is Wall Street, and that leans more toward Republicans this year than it has in the last couple of years. But there are some sectors which stand out as Democratic-friendly. High-tech, for example, you've got a majority of high-tech money going to Democrats. One that's really had a pronounced shift and is very heavily Republican this year, Tyler, is the energy sector, because President Obama is pushing an agenda on carbon emissions and climate change. 78% of energy money is going to Republicans this year.
So, John, which party is getting the most money? I take it the Republicans, or is it the Democrats?
The Republicans are getting more money this year. It's estimated by the Center for Responsive Politics that Republicans overall, the outside groups as well as the candidates and parties themselves, Republicans will get about $157 million more, but that's only about 4% in the context of a $4 billion election. And I don't think, Susie, it's going to make the difference in the outcome. These campaigns are going to be run on the ground in those states by local candidates, local issues. Money is not likely to be the deciding factor.
All right. We'll be waiting for those results. Just a few days to go. John, thank you so much. John Harwood in Washington.